Yes guys, and welcome back guys to a brand new video guys on my channel guys. And yes guys, we are going to be talking about Manchester United's last game that we went and played. Brentford guys, at home, at Old Trafford guys. It was a big win for Manchester United. It was a game in hand as well that we also had to win. It was massive 3 points as well for Manchester United after defeat to Newcastle. So this was a must win for Manchester United. We had to respond. We had to react, and also it was nice to beat Brentford this time around, not only just because we had to respond after the Newcastle defeat, but also because of after the 4-0 battering that we had to take at the start of the season as well. Nice to get off the ground here. I think now, for me, all I've got to say is let's get on a good run now, yet again. Let's build on it again, and let's get the momentum going again now. Another big game again on the weekend, and we have to follow that up now on the weekend with another big win there. Anyway, guys, yes, guys, this video will not be fully edited due to the fact that our next game against Everton is on Saturday afternoon. So unfortunately, this video will be going up on Friday night, and I won't have enough time to edit this video, unfortunately, so I apologise for that, guys. But obviously the video after that, guys, will be fully edited, so I apologise for that, guys. Enough me blabbing, guys. Anyway, guys, we made one change from the last game against Newcastle. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Dalot, Varane, Martinez, Shaw, McTominay, Fernandes, Anthony, Sabitzer, Sancho and Rashford. Getting into the overall reaction now. Man United go forth as Rashford goal beats Brentford. Job done. Massive 3 points. Ten Hag got a reaction. A game of two halves. We got our revenge after the 4-0 defeat. It was going to be tough. Not the best performance. All that mattered is the win tonight. We had to bounce back to winning ways. We took one good chance we had. We were clinical and took our chance. De Gea made some big saves to keep us in the game. We made it hard work for ourselves at times. It was a good start for United in the first half. We had a lot of possession, getting into some good areas. Good pressure by United. Brentford will be soaking up the pressure, hitting United on the counter, and will look to play the ball forward. Brentford have been woeful. United putting the pressure on. We haven't created many chances. Brentford making the pitch bigger for United. Brentford have been making it easier for United. Brentford playing too deep. United have passed the ball quicker and a lot more sharper. United controlling and dominating the game. United created the better chances. Rashford scores for 1-0 and we deserved it. Decent first half. It was a competitive second half start. It was end to end. I thought the game was a little bit more open. United creating the better chances. Brentford made substitutions. Brentford have been better. Brentford had changed their formation and tactically better than us as well. Big chance for Schade, big save by De Gea. United had a bit more possession. Ten Hag reacts, brings on substitutions, giving the ball away too easily. Once Sabitzer went off, United lost control in the midfield. Brentford were pushing. United were comfortable. Big chance for Fred to make it 2-0. Defensively fantastic. Offensively could have done better in times. Some fantastic individual performances. Game management and decision making was vital. Let's get on another run going. Let's build on this now. Let's keep up the momentum going. First half was decent. Second half was okay. Overall, good performance. Win done. 3 points done. And clean sheet done. Anyway, guys, what did I make of the performance? I think the performance overall was a decent, good performance by Manchester United. I think, obviously, 4 things from me. I think, the one thing I've written down here on my notes is we needed to react and respond after Sunday. And, coming into these sort of games, and, they're obviously big games going into, and, there was huge pressure on Manchester United and to win this game. And we had to win this game. And after Sunday, we had to respond. We had to react. Obviously, Ten Hag made the one change as well. And that one change was Sancho coming in for Weghorst as well. So a big move for Eric Ten Hag to do as well. And I thought Sancho had a better game though in this game for sure. But then my second point was it was a better performance against Newcastle. I think a lot of people look at this game overall and say it wasn't our best performance, but I think when you look at our last game against Newcastle to compare to this game, I thought it was a much better performance overall by the players. I thought it was a strong performance. I thought we were resilient in times. Good character as well from the players. Good team spirit as well. We weren't at our very best, which I completely understand from other fans' perspectives. But when you come into these sort of games, it's a massive win for Manchester United. Not only just a win for United, but obviously we go back to top 4. It was big 3 points for us as well. And obviously the fourth thing for me was we should have got the second goal to seal it, and we could have been a lot more comfortable with the second goal as well. But I think over the last couple of games we've struggled to score goals, which is we've not been our best since the Carabao Cup final. And obviously the performances have dropped, but we need to get our standards back high again, and start getting back to winning games for fun again, and just going a bit of a nice run, keep that momentum going, keep that confidence going as well. And we want to build on another one. We want to build on this now as well. So, but definitely the second goal would have sealed it for Manchester United. Then we wouldn't have had to seal it with a 1-0 win. Obviously, sometimes it can backfire as well, but obviously their big chance was that Schade chance. So that chance was wasted, and luckily enough. But overall, it was a good, decent performance, strong performance by the players, better performance from Sunday, and we had to react. We responded really well, and well done to the players. Played well, and yeah, we had to dig deep and we had to work harder than them, and we got the result that we deserved at the end of the day. But getting to the game now, for the first half kicked off. I thought it was a good start by Manchester United. We were on the front foot early doors as well, which we needed to do against a team like Brentford. Obviously, Brentford like to, play with 5 at the back, with 3 in the midfield, with 2 up front. So it's always going to be difficult. I think coming into a game like this against Brentford, it was going to be tough. It was going to be difficult. We know the form that Brentford are in, so it was going to be a massive game for Manchester United against a team like Brentford. And it was bittersweet to get them back as well. It was a nice win for Manchester United. So I think for Brentford, they knew it was going to be a tough place to go and get a result. And the fortress continues at Old Trafford. But I thought it was a good start for United on the front foot. I thought we created some good chances. I thought Anthony with the curling effort as well. Good opportunity there. Obviously off target. Obviously United, I thought, with a much better team as well. I thought we controlled and dominated possession. I thought we obviously got the front foot. I thought we moved the ball a lot more quicker, a lot more sharper this time. On Sunday we were a lot more slower, and I thought that was really good from Manchester United. Had to pick up the pace. We had to pick up the intensity and the tempo about us as well. And then it was not only it's not only just what we deserved, but we were the far better team. And we had to keep working, and we kept pushing, and eventually Rashford scores for 1-0. And sometimes your man that's been scoring most of the goals this season has to get you out of the shit sometimes. But great goal by Rashford to make it 1-0. And then obviously I think Brentford just allowed United to make it look easy. In times there was just too much space for United to run into as well. Which was not good on the Brentford side. I thought Brentford were woeful, wasteful in times. It wasn't good enough on a Brentford's perspective in the first half, but then I thought in the second half, I thought it was a much more competitive half. I thought it was end-to-end. I thought the game opened up a little bit more as well. Both teams had chances in the second half as well. I thought Brentford, they didn't have many chances though, Brentford, and it shows it in the stats, unfortunately. And Brentford only had 6 shots, but they only had 1 on target. So, and that 1 on target was when they made the substitutions, and Schade had that chance 1-on-1, and that was their only big chance that they had in the game to cause De Gea problems. And De Gea had nothing to do in this game as well. So in the second half, I thought Brentford were a lot more better than Manchester United. I thought, obviously once they made those changes, it looked a lot more better. Changed formation as well by bringing on Wizard as well to go 4-3-3 as well at the top. So they were obviously going to be pushing and giving it everything that they had. But then I thought tactically they'd been a bit better than Manchester United as well. And that was when Ten Hag had to react as well and cover off that as well, where he made I think it was obviously I could see it written in the stars that the best tactically approach that I would have done was obviously was obviously put Rashford to the wing, and then obviously put Martial as a striker, and then obviously I wouldn't have took Sabitzer off for Fred. I probably would have took McTominay off for Fred, but obviously then that was when we sort of lost a bit of control in the midfield, and that was when Brentford still had a bit more control and possession as well. So in the second half, I thought it was a lot more competitive a lot more competitive, end-to-end stuff. Game opened up a little bit more as well. But I thought Brentford had a few good opportunities, but they only had one chance in front of goal, wasted it. And United, I thought, I thought United looked comfortable though at times. I thought we defended fantastically well. Obviously, Fred had a big chance to make it 2-0 as well. So, United had the opportunities. We had about 6 chances and we only scored 1 goal. And I think we only had about 3 on target as well. So, just sees it in the stats that it could have been easily maybe 2-0 in this game. And if McTominay had, it would have been nice if he would have scored, and it would have been nice if Fred would have scored. So, definitely it was a nice, strong performance by the players. But I thought defensively we were fantastic, and offensively we could have been better in times. But I thought there were some fantastic individual performances out there by the likes of, I thought Bruno had a good game. I thought Licher had a good game as well. So there were some good performances out there, and definitely made a few good blocks as well from Brentford, some vital blocks, and I thought De Gea obviously stepped up to the plate when we needed him again. So, but yeah, I thought obviously then it was obviously, when you're settling in for a 1-0 win, we had to make sure that the game management was good, and the decision making was vital as well. And but it's a win for Manchester United. It's 3 points. It's a clean sheet as well. But let's keep the run going now. Let's extend that now. We've got another big game on the weekend, so let's build on this now. Let's keep up this good momentum, and let's keep it going, and let's keep chipping away, and let's keep going what we want to get for and what we want to achieve this season, and getting top 4 as well. Overall, we knew it was going to be tough against Brentford tonight. Did we get the response and the resilience tonight from the team? Oh yeah, fantastic. Definitely we showed the resilience of the team. 1-0 into the game, you have to definitely show the resilience. I think you have to obviously show great character as well. And I think it was a team performance as well from Manchester United. Definitely we showed it was a team performance tonight as well, and we showed a great response. And when we have setbacks like this, you have to respond. And I thought we responded really well. We had to respond in a game like this. It was a massive game. It was a game in hand as well. We know it's a big week. We're halfway into the week. Make sure we get the 6 points this week, and we've got another big game against Everton, which we should do easy as well. We got a much needed response from the players. Obviously Ten Hag made that one change, and I thought we were brilliant. I thought we were fantastic. The team performance from the players, a strong performance by the players, a decent performance as well. We always knew coming into a game like this was going to be tough against Brentford. We know the form that they're in. Obviously it was going to be tough for them to come to Old Trafford and get a win. It was vital for us to take that one good chance and score it, and De Gea to step up again, keep us in the game. I thought we did it well. Ivan Toney was nowhere to be seen. I thought we were fantastic overall. Showed great resilience in the team, and walked away with a fantastic result with the 3 points. Could have been better, made it tough for ourselves. We had to obviously work hard for it, made it hard work for ourselves in times, but it was a good performance overall from the team. Marcus Rashford scores again. That's 28 goals so far this season. An excellent finish. Clearly full of confidence. Yeah, brilliant finish by Marcus Rashford. It was a vital goal and a big moment as well. A brilliant team goal. Obviously starts from a corner. Anthony makes that chip into Sabitzer. Sabitzer heads it down. Rashford taps it in and finishes it in. Games like this, where you know that you're going to have to take that one chance and you have to be clinical and take that chance. I think it was fantastic, but I don't think it was all down to Rashford's goal though. I thought we had to really work hard, dig deep in a game like this. It was a team performance. We had to really work hard for it, so we had to really stay resilient, showed great character as well, put a real good shift in. Much improved performance from Sunday. Thought Rashford keeps chipping away. We need him in big games and big moments, and he needs to get in the right positions and to score goals as well, and I think he's done that well so far this season. So he needs to stay fit, stay strong, put in some fantastic performances in for Manchester United, keep chipping away, and he'll keep scoring more goals for sure. Who was my man of the match? I thought there were some good players in for contention for this. I thought De Gea had pretty much nothing to do in the game. Had a standard game in net, to be honest, but I thought Delot had a good game. I thought Varane had a good game, and Licher had a fantastic game. I thought Shaw, unfortunate to come off as well. McTominay, I thought had a much better performance this time around, and so did Bruno Fernandes. I thought Sabitzer put in a good shift in as well. Anthony was okay, could have been better. Would have been nice to have one of those nice cutting efforts from him again. Sancho put in a better shift in as well. It's nice to see. I thought Sancho had a very good performance, and obviously Rashford got us the goal. I think a few players, I think obviously mainly you would give this Marcus Rashford for the goal. I think obviously I thought Martinez had another fantastic game, and I thought Bruno had a good game as well. So not only just Rashford's my man of the match, but I think it also starts with the defence. So I have to give it Sabitzer as well, and I thought McTominay had a good game. I'd also have to give it Fernandez as well, because he put in a real good shift in as well and put some better balls into some better positions this time around. I think I'd have to give it to Rashford, Bruno and Licher. How do we beat Everton? Now obviously we've got Everton in our next fixture. Obviously this is going to be another tough game for Manchester United. I think, coming into a game like this against Everton, it's never easy. Obviously, they've had a change in managers. Obviously, they had Frank Lampard in charge. For the two of the games that United have played against Everton, Lampard was in charge. United have beaten them twice this season. Obviously, beating them at the Goodison Park, beat them 2-1 there, beat them in the FA Cup 3-1 as well. So, Everton, I think battling the relegation zone as well this season as well. They're not really out of that situation at the minute, so they're still fighting in the relegation fight as well. So, they're obviously going to take this game. They're going to, obviously, this will be their FA Cup final. I think they're going to fight from minute 1 to minute 90. They're going to want something out of this as well themselves. They know it's going to be a tough place to go to get something out of this, but I'll be more than confident to get a result here against Everton. I think it won't be as easy as you think it will be, but I think, on paper, you would see that we should beat them. We've got the quality to beat this Everton side. I know they're a great team and got some good quality all over the pitch, but Everton, they've been too inconsistent this season. They've been up, down, up, down, up, down. I think you don't know what sort of Everton team sort of turns up. I thought they got a good point against Tottenham the other day. So, under Sean Dyche has come in and obviously brought in some stability back at Everton. Obviously got some big wins in big moment. Obviously they've got some big wins as well under the belt. So, Sean Dyche has had an impact in the team. Obviously he's got them back organised again, and but Sean Dyche is one of these managers where he likes to go. He goes man for man. So I think in this game, don't be surprised if he'll go with a back four. But obviously it won't help them with their midfield coming into this game as well. Obviously with Decore being sent off in the last game, so that means his best midfield is going to be Onana, Gay and Davis, and that's the only midfielders that he can really pick from, unless if he goes with something different. So and they won't have a great bench to pick from. So at the end of the day, this is all down to what Manchester United do in a game like this against Everton. It's going to be tough, it's going to be difficult, but I think United could definitely walk away with the win here and the 3 points. It's going to be vital to get a win here. It's a must win. You can't afford to drop points against Everton. They're a good side. They'll turn up themselves. They'll be fighting from minute 1 to minute 90. They're trying to get themselves out of a relegation scrap at the minute, but we need to keep that pressure onto Everton, and obviously not long to the next game. So we want to build on it now. We want to build on it. We want to keep that momentum going, and we've got to stay focused at all times, stay concentrated, and we can't afford to, make mistakes in a game like this, because Everton like to sort of soak up that pressure, keep their shape and stay in their positions, and then when a mistake happens, they'll go for it, and that's where they're on the way. So. But they'll also like to play on the counter-attack. So they're very organised. They'll be well drilled in times, and they'll be well organised. They'll go man for man. So it's all down to what we do, especially. So big game, tough game, but I think we can walk away with a win here. I think the quality will show. I think it's all about the chances that we create. We're going to have to be able to take our chances and be clinical in front of goal. We need to take our chances again against like Everton as well. But we can definitely hurt that defence. We can definitely expose it for sure. We know what their weaknesses are. I think, the weaknesses are of making the runs in from behind and attack those spaces high up the pitch. And that's the weaknesses in that Everton side. So as long as we're aggressive on the front foot, definitely I think we can go and win this game against Everton. So big game. Obviously we can get 6 points from this week. So and we'll be back into another good position in the top 4. So we've just got to focus on ourselves here. Don't focus on the other games coming up, but full focus onto the Everton game here. Let's get through this Everton game and we'll look ahead of the next game after that. But Everton, I think obviously Everton are struggling to score goals as well. It just shows it. But they've been inconsistent. They go man for man, as you know. They're in a relegation scrap. They'll be tight and compact low. I think they'll defensively try to frustrate us though as well. They'll make it hard to play through them. I think they'll capitalise on the mistakes that we make as well. But they'll bring the energy, they'll show the intent, they'll show the high intensity, the high tempo, they'll show the aggression, they'll show the passion, the pride, the heart, they'll show the fight, the character, the team spirit, but they'll show the desire, the hunger, the attitude, the determination, the commitment and the work rate as well to go and win this game as well. But we're going to have to be able to defend properly. Defensively, we've got to be organised ourselves. Need to be tight and compact. Defensively, frustrate them. Need to be ruthless, relentless, aggressive, high intensity, high tempo, and playing for energy. Create the chances. Take your chances. Need to be clinical. Get the crosses into the box. Drag them out of position. Be brave. Take risks. Set pieces could come into play. Need to play with width. Get between the lines. Got to close them down. Don't let them back in the game. Don't leave any spaces open. They'll show incredible team spirit, character and fight. But we have to do the basics right though. Game management and decision making will be vital. Got to get tight, don't let them get a shot off. Sustain your attacks, do the basics, win your 50-50s, win your second balls and win your duels. Put them on the back foot, keep possession. Fullbacks have got to be effective, force them to make mistakes, put them under pressure. Don't let their wingers cut back inside. Don't afford to make mistakes, make the runs in from behind. Don't get pulled out of position, be explosive, keep Mopé and Sims quiet. Heading to the goals now. First goal, Dalot puts a corner in. Brentford clear it out as far as Anthony. Anthony clips it into Sabitzer. Sabitzer heads it down and Rashford taps it in for 1-0. Getting to the stats now. Possession for Man United, it was 65.1%, and for Brentford, it was 34.9%. Goals for Man United, it was 1, and for Brentford, it was 0. Total shot, Man United, it was 18, and for Brentford, it was 6. Shots on target for Man United, it was 3, and for Brentford, it was 1. Shot accuracy for Man United, it was 16.7%, and for Brentford, it was 16.7% as well. Passing inside the box for Man United, it was 8, and for Brentford, it was 4. Passing outside the box for Man United, it was 10, and for Brentford, it was 2. Total passes for Man United, it was 613 passes, and for Brentford, it was 319 passes. The pass accuracy for Man United, it was 85.8%, and for Brentford, it was 76.5%. Getting to the substitutions now. Shaw went off for Malacia, talking about Luke's performance. Started decently, came off the 37th minute to be replaced by Tyrell Malacia. Sabitzer went off for Fred, talking about Marcel's performance. Switched roles with McTominay playing higher up, was vindicated with his cushioned knockdown for Marcus Rashford to score. Sancho went off for Martial, talking about Jaden's performance. More assured performance and uncertainty over his future, but did not create or have a standout opportunity until he came off in the 70th minute. Anthony went off for Lindelof, talking about Anthony's performance. United's most creative player again, his lofted pass for Sabitzer unlocked Brentford, and he had a few attempts at goal, faded in the second. Next up we've got Everton. Everton are 16th in the league. Now, obviously this is going to be another big game against Everton. Coming into this week, United have got an opportunity to pick up 6 points and get back into a very good position for top 4. Obviously the top 4 race is on. We have to be ready for this game against Everton. In a game like this against Everton, we're going to have to go in with the right mindset, the right mentality. In a game like this against Everton, you have to stay concentrated and stay focused at all times. Everton are going to come into this game with a great opportunity to go and pick up the 3 points. They're in a relegation scrap at the minute. We need to sort of go into this game, be ruthless, be relentless, high intensity, high tempo, energy as well. Intent as well. We've got to apply all those demands as well to the players when that sort of gets to them, and when they're sort of coming forwards onto us as well, because they'll be well drilled, stay in the positions, they'll stay in as well, wait their opportunity, stay patient themselves. If we make a mistake, they're going to try and capitalise on it and get on the attack and try and punish us. We're going to have to be mentally on it as well from start to finish. We have to stay concentrated and focused at all times. It's all up here in this game against Everton, because I think Sean Dyche likes to play mind games. It's all about, we have to be well prepared for a game like this, physical at times, but I think Everton will be direct as well. They'll make the runs in from behind. Got to be ready for a game like this against Everton. It'll be tough, it'll be difficult, but when you look at the quality on paper, United should win this. We've got to pick up the 3 points here. It's a must win. We can't afford to drop points against Everton. It's another big game for Manchester United. We need to go out there. It'll be a tough place to go for Everton to go and get a result. It'll be a massive result for them if they can win. I'll be more than confident to get the win here against Everton. We have to going with the right mindset, the right mentality. Don't get complacent here. It's another big opportunity for United to go and pick up the 3 points against Everton. Don't afford a draw to happen in a game like this. When we come into a game like this, we have to be able to come out and get the first goal as soon as we can. We need to be aggressive, be ruthless, get between the lines, press them high up the pitch. I think the spaces will be there high up the pitch as well to go and expose. And I think when we get these chances, we're going to have to be able to take our chances. We're going to have to be clinical in front of goal. We just have to keep chipping away, keep pushing, wear them down. They'll get tired, and then eventually the goals will start to go in. Everton will try staying as long as they can. They'll stay in the game as long as they can, and then obviously they're just going to be relying on practically the mistakes that what we do. And then whenever they have possession of how effective they can be, I think the same thing applies for United as well. We're going to have to go into this game and we're going to have to be effective with the ball as much as we can do when we have possession, and it's then what we do out of possession as well. We have to be able to keep our shape, stay tight and compact, defensively frustrate them, and then when we get the ball, that's where we all move up and go and push them up. We can definitely expose the weaknesses in this Everton side. They're fighting for their lives. They're in a relegation scrap at the minute. But we have to keep going. We have to keep chipping away. We need to play with courage, intent, conviction. And we need to turn up to a game in Everton as well. We've got to perform well for a full 90 minutes as well against Everton. If we can get the first goal in the first half, we want to kick on and seal that and get a second goal. So then we're not doing what we did against Brentford. We can then be more comfortable, take off a few players, and then we'll be able to get over the line, get the 3 points, and get what we deserve at the end of the day against Everton. It's all about stay concentrated, stay focused at all times. We've got to be parallel for a game like this against Everton. Be physical at times. I think it'll be direct at times. Control, dominate the game. We should be alright in a game against Everton here. Eric Ten Hag will demand a lot from these players, and he'll definitely find something and pick up on this Everton side to go and definitely hurt them for sure. But Everton are scoring 0.8 goals per game. They struggle to score goals at the minute as well, and they're conceding 1.4 goals per game. Everton have the 5th worst defence in the league at the minute. Everton have won 6, drawn 9, and they've lost 14. This is the chance for Man United to beat Everton 3 times this season as well. Everton have won 6, drawn 9, and lost 14. They've lost Chelsea 1-0, Villa 2-1, Man United 2-1, Tottenham 2-0, Newcastle 1-0, Leicester 2-0, Bournemouth 3-0, Wolves 2-1, Brighton 4-1, Southampton 2-1, West Ham 2-0, Liverpool 2-0, Villa 2-0, Arsenal 4-0. Sean Dyche has only won 3 games out of the 9 games of Everton, so that's not even halfway. They're there for the taking. I'll tell you now, Everton will be there for the taking in this game for sure. Everton have lost 7 games away from home this season, so that's obviously half of the games that they've lost away from home this season. So I think Everton will be there for the taking. We just got to be aggressive. We've got to be ruthless, sustain our attacks, hurt them, definitely for sure. They'll be there for the taking, this Everton team for sure. The player to look out for is Pickford, Tavovsky, Patterson, Holgate, Keane, Mina, Myerchenko, Goffrey, Coleman, Cody, Onana, Davis, Gay, Garner, McNeil, Gray, Iwobi, Mope, and Sims. Hope you guys enjoyed another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in a video in the next couple of days. And peace.